We should be fine.
Velocipaster first was released in the spring of 2017 in Portland, Oregon.
Of course it was.
That makes sense.
Of course it was.
And then it went on to film festivals.
What?
Like Portland was the first place it premiered, and then it went to film festivals after that. Before going to DVD and streaming in 2019.
All right, are we live?
Yeah, yes, we're live.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back to All Rolled Out. I am the Dungeon Master, World Runner, Matthew Arnold. We're on the homebrew Land of Game Druid. We're gonna go ahead and get started with some introductions. This week we'll start with Dimble, coming back after missing out last week. Who are you, Dimble?
3-foot warlock. Still trying to find his place. Just going along just for fun. Hopefully to find shrubbery.
Alright. The Eternal Quest.
Roll on first.
What is your favorite color?
Damn it.
Don't second guess yourself.
Yeah, don't do. It's not about second guessing myself, it's about actually having one. It's red?
Wrong. Right, Dimble's favorite color is red. Make a note of that. Where do you want to go?
The land of shrubberies. Just
Dream land of shrubberies. Well, just go to Edelin.
We answered all these questions for you last time in the same style.
Yeah, I don't think we would have been wrong.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move over to Fifth Fluff Furfist,
What?
joining us online today.
Heyo.
Who are you, Fluff?
I'm a tabaxi monk. I guess I'm kind of the mother of the group. Try to keep people on track.
What is your favorite color?
I mean, it's an ever-changing spectrum, but I'm a bit partial to my eye color, a like turquoise-ish type color.
Alright. And where do you want to go?
Right now, I want to go where the people are that we need to fight. But overall, I just want to explore the world.
Alright.
Not today.
Alright, so this is for Luke, who is now 2 sessions departed. Still within the window of potentially being revived due to
I'm keeping track.
to a race.
It hasn't even been 24 hours yet.
Yeah, we still got time. So, Luke, who are you?
I am Luke, the dead and undying.
I'm the Undying, not you.
That remains to be
You're
seen.
the dongle.
Hey,
The Undying Dongle.
The blazing dongle, I thought.
The blazing Undying Dongle.
You've gotten a
The
little bit
undying
worse
dongle of
playing the
blaze.
live.
yeah.
I don't know.
Players
We
seems
got it.
debatable.
All right. What is your favorite color?
Green.
Green.
Actually, it's blue.
Oh, you're fucked now, buddy. You lose 1 point of inspiration.
No.
You had 0.
So does that mean I have disadvantage on one random check?
What was the last question? Where do you want to go?
The land of the living?
All right, that's fair. Mira,
Right.
He's past the light now.
who are you?
I am Mira, the Stormbringer, the half-elf sorcerer of the group, who I guess is sort of the de facto face character now that Luke is no longer with us.
Have fun.
What is your favorite color?
A deep, peaceful blue.
And where do you want to go?
I mean, in the short term or the long term?
That's up to you.
Because short term, I want to go find Zaire, wherever that may be within the City of Shadows. Long term, I want to be able to go home.
There's no place like home.
Orphan,
Yes.
who are you?
I am Orphan, half elf blood, or half orc blood, or wow. Yep.
I didn't.
Orphan, half orc blood.
I didn't hear another very important part of what you are.
Oh, I'm a vampire too. Sorry.
There we go. All right. What is your favorite color?
Probably like a dark green.
Dark green.
Like
That-
kind of like
2.
fresh grass almost. Kind of color, maybe a little darker.
We're from Arizona. Grass is yellow and dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I was at Alton Baker Park yesterday. Oh my god, it's so pretty there. They just put new roses.
Yeah.
That's not the name of it. Owen Rose Garden? Whatever.
Yeah, that's the.
I mean, it's right next to Owen Baker.
You forgot this one.
What?
You forgot this person.
No, I didn't.
No, yeah. Who's that?
I have no idea. Who is that? Fluff? Animal companion there?
This is Lur. He's
Ruler. Ruler of the planet Omicron. Percy I.
I also forgot that one. What's your favorite color, Lur?
of worlds.
Very nice.
What's your favorite color?
He doesn't really see color. He doesn't know what that is.
Could have said gray, but okay.
One of 50 Shades.
Boom.
Anyway. Orphan.
I bet he likes leashes.
I have one last question for you, Orphan.
Yes.
Where do you want
Was
to
it
go?
you that was there for that
I'm gonna
conversation?
go wherever
Yeah,
Zaire
it was,
is
because
right
you
now.
offered up the rainbow leash.
Okay. So, last session.
I'm gonna ask me my favorite color.
Oh, yes, off-screen man.
Are you a player character?
Who are you?
The Rob.
Okay.
With an exclamation point. Orange is the best color.
Okay.
Answer.
Answered that.
Nothing rhymes with
And,
orange.
where do you want to go?
Home. Please let me go home.
It's
It's so late.
I'm literally not forcing you to stay here, so...
Hey, don't ruin the illusion, alright?
Okay. He's actually chained up off camera. Just, you can't see it.
Saying.
So now we're really
Like,
getting
you can't
into
play
this
with
50
us
Shades,
because
huh?
you
Whenever
can't stay up
gets-
this late,
whenever
and
gets
you're
followers, man.
still here. Every week, without fail.
I'm the off-camera producer that over time slowly builds all the love of the audience.
Yeah.
Oh.
Becomes the favorite.
Yeah.
Kind of like everything, like Howard Stern.
Yeah, it's real slow going in.
Oh, Oh, yeah. 2 to 3 years, you know.
Anyway.
Oh, hi, boss.
Everybody. That's not us.
And Raphael Gaming 1.
Raphael Gaming 1, hello.
Very good.
Anyway.
Cider? Oh,
Alright. Last session.
It's not bad.
I think I sort of have for myself. Anyway.
That's
God,
a
How
first.
can
Last
you waste
session.
coffee?
What?
How dare you waste coffee?
Oh, I've got a whole pot. I've got plenty. Stack up. So,
He did it by cutting open his veins and just coffee came out. It's not good.
Okay, that makes more sense.
I drooled. Just awesome coffee.
This is entirely off brand.
Last session, we wrapped up on the Road of Shadows. Was there anything of note? Anything
I died.
anybody wants to cover
Before.
from last session?
Some might call me lukewarm now.
Call you what?
Lukewarm now.
God
Made it look cold.
damn it.
No, the bag of holding is keeping me at an appropriate temperature.
Can we call it the Tauntaun now?
Yes! Yes! The bag of holding is now Tauntaun!
Ugh. Do not go in there.
Don't worry, they'll stop making these jokes soon. They're all flukes.
Don't worry, it's a solo incident.
Yeah,
Oh my god! Oh my god.
Fortunately, we all have enough food, so we never have to find out if Luke is actually chewing.
Don't let Orphan get to my body, otherwise I'm gonna lose a Han.
Did someone make the joke that Luke's in the bag of holding and he's the Luke? So Luke is now the Luke?
What?
Because he's Luke the Luke,
and,
not the
got
liar.
it.
Now he is the Luke.
Got it. Okay. Kelly said he should be on Garrick said he should be on very soon. Probably like that. You're all horrible.
It's alright. Someday I'll have hope.
Hey, well,
He's a liar.
Some would say a new hope.
That was a good joke. I like Chris's joke. Nobody called attention to it. Good joke, Chris. I liked it.
Way to follow the set.
I have like an allergic reaction.
Would you say that your sinuses are striking back?
Oh my god!
Or would you say that you know, it's like the Force is awakening?
What is wrong with you?
Attack the clones! Ha!
Maybe you should go.
Wait, you know what allergies really are? The Phantom Menace.
Oh wow! Wow. That was actually pretty funny.
Oh, it was that one joke was pretty good. Would you say it was like
No,
one funny joke?
please,
So it's a rogue one.
All right.
That solo joke.
Jesus Christ.
That Obi-Wan.
Just want to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Do you think if Luke fully passes on and he gets naked in the afterlife, we might see some Phantom Man ass?
You're gonna kill him all over again, Chris.
Okay.
But
I'm not bad at puns. Sorry.
I've never never gonna be able to watch that movie the same after hearing that now.
You fucking ruined Star Wars stuff, man. Ruined it. Okay. You went through a few more trials
A few.
on your way. I think you ended up getting sent all the way back to square one and made your way. Square two. Well, you have to pass through square one to get to square two, and square one's just a straight road. So
Oh,
you may not have known you went through square one again, but you did.
okay, sure.
So you went through square one all the way back through all of the. You should have like a pat emote or something. Pat, good monkey.
You need an emote artist for that.
You should really reference what you're saying.
The chat.
Okay, good.
Pat. Well, you're a good monkey. That's right.
He's a nerdy, drunken monkey
No,
goblin.
he said he's a good one. Yeah,
What?
he's a good monkey.
He's a good drunken monkey goblin.
Would you
What?
stop?
What's
We're
the
trying
name?
to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Nerdy, drunken monkey goblin. I can read. It's late.
All right. Anyway, fuck, what are we talking about?
We went
Yeah.
through.
Star Wars.
Hey, welcome to Star Wars cast.
Dungeons and Dragons
Oh,
now.
Salacious Crumb. Good reference.
All right.
We
Went
got
through some more
the City
trials.
of Shadows.
You came up the pathway to a massive wall surrounding a even more massive city behind. The wall's probably around 30 feet tall, thick, stone-like substance. Seems completely smooth on the outside and circles as far as you can see out into the nothingness. Beyond the wall, you can see faintly reflected. There seems to be a light coming up off of the road, shining up into the air, and it kind of gives the city this dark green and black coloring throughout the entirety of the city, like an emerald city almost.
We're off to see the wizard.
The wizard. What wizard?
Does the wizard know Ray's dead?
I don't know.
Do you think if this group manages to find some time, do you think they'll lay Luke to rest? Sorry, I thought of it. It's alright.
So you see the city beyond. It is a ruined cityscape. So there are numerous massive buildings, half of which are caved-in ceilings, fallen over into the neighboring buildings. Just rubble and ruin as far as you can see. Far off in the distance, a couple of you notice a strange red glow sort of on the horizon, directly opposite of the entryway to the city. There are two massive doors set into the side of this massive wall. They are currently open. And we will pick up with the group coming up the road of shadows, the massive gate with the wide open doors ahead of you, the city just coming into view.
Have a question.
Yes,
What are the doors made of?
not mithril.
Damn.
They seem to be made of the same stone substance as the wall.
Okay.
Could still be
Could
valuable.
we still plan a door heist?
If you go, you can do whatever you want. I already talked about how we're all leaving to go on a quest to take down the dome. So
Not take down the dome, just leave.
Maybe it's a magical door that we can put against the dome, and then once we open it while it's against the dome, it'll open up the dome. That's the secret.
I was just gonna
God,
make a
I'm
hole in it.
hearing you and I'm hearing your echo. I think I'm having a stroke.
So, you are coming up the road. The door's wide open ahead of you.
I am Raxus, by the way. For those of you who don't know, I am playing a Goliath barbarian fighter that wields two very large air blades. Is that what they end? Wind blades?
I think it was wind blades.
Wind blades, which are like
He
giant,
changed Luke to Raxus, or like put it in quotations.
which are like, yeah. I'm a Goliath right now. Seeing the doors are open, I would probably start moving forward, being near the front of the group.
No, you're not a Goliath.
Raxus, or Wrangler says to Raxus, "Hold up there, Raxus. That's I think it'd be a good idea if we have a chat before we go inside, don't you think? What's our plan here?"
I want to walk up on him.
Does it look like there's anything around the doors? Any living or undead creatures?
Roll a perception check. Or
AAXS. XX.
Is it perception?
perception check.
Oh, hey, that's pretty darn good. 21. That's good at least.
Oh, we got the nerdy drunken monk goblet followed. That's hard to say.
Hey, thank you,
Nerdy
monkey.
drunken
You
monkey
good monkey.
goblin?
Good monkey.
Much easier
See,
than.
this is what Star Wars puns get us.
What did you get?
I got a 21.
21. Alright. As you're looking around the outside of the gate, peering into the gate, and then your vision goes back into the first couple of buildings just inside the wall. And you notice for a moment a figure peek up behind a small pile of rubble and then duck back down.
Okay. Well. After Wrangler asks what's the plan,
Yay, that is good news, Das. Huzzah.
what's the good news?
He'll be able to start watching again because his hours are going to change.
Oh, nice.
What were you saying?
After Wrangler asks what's the plan, I will let everyone know that there's at least one creature of some sort up there watching us right now. I don't know if there might be more or not. So you might want to tread lightly.
Garrick,
What kind of creature is it?
I only caught a glimpse of it, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have gotten any sort of race or characteristics. Well, I only caught a quick glimpse of it, so I'm not sure, but there's something up there watching us.
I'm gonna proceed forward with my sword out.
How far?
At least past the gates, maybe 5 feet or so. Not very far. I just want to get a
So Orphan
better look inside the wall.
Orphan moves ahead of the group, walking steadily, weapon out, eyes alert at the ready, until just about 5 feet inside the massive double doors. Silence. Anybody else?
I mean, I can fly up to wherever that creature was.
I'll point out the place to Fluff, if you're gonna go fly up. And while she's doing that, well, we know that there's some sort of spirits or beings that live here, since we came across Zedfrey, who said he was from the City of Shadows.
Fluff, are you flying ahead or are you having a conversation here?
I mean, once she points it out, I'll ask if there's anything else they want to tell me before I go and check this out. No?
I don't
All
know
right.
if everything here is hostile or not, but we should be on the lookout, stay alert the whole time we're here. But see if we can maybe find someone to send us to the center of the city, or whatever would be considered a holy or place of power within the city.
Indeed.
Finding someplace we can hold up, or set up shop for as much time as we need would be good. I'm gonna go check out the place that Mira pointed out.
You take a few steps forward and are on your toes about to take off and move quickly forward to the point that Mira pointed out. When out of the corner of your eye, up above the wall, you notice the black dragon kind of hovering just at the range of your vision. After a moment, just like a few moments after you notice it, it disappears into the darkness.
Guys, we should be prepared for a dragon attack. I don't know if it leaves the city alone or what, but
Wait, did you see the dragon?
just at the edge of my vision here,
Damn it.
Orphan,
it darted away.
Yes.
from ahead of you, just down the road, about 25, 30 feet away from you is where Mira saw the figure duck down behind the rubble. From that location, you hear a hiss. Psst. Hey. You friendly?
Yeah, maybe. Who's there?
My name's Jumi.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
My name's Jumi.
Juni?
Yeah.
Hey.
Listen, we've only got a little bit of time before the Queen show up. If you don't want to mess around with the Queen, and I highly suggest you don't, I recommend you come with me. You, your friends, all of you, but you gotta come now.
Alright. I'll turn back toward everyone and say, hey, hurry up, we need to move.
I
Fair
agree.
enough.
If the dragon's out, we should
I
go
also want
find
to do a
cover somewhere.
perception check on his consent.
You want to do a perception check on what?
On, is it Junie? On his intent, like,
In her
does it
direct.
seem like he's...
So you're rolling insight?
Yeah, sorry, insight. That's what I meant,
Okay.
not perception. That is a 18.
You can sense her intents are earnest, and you can sense the urgency in her voice.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'll, again, turn back to the group and say, hey, we need to move quickly. And motion for them to follow me.
Wrangler takes a few
Let's go.
steps forward. Dio pipes up, punk kid voice out of the back. Why? Why should we go with you? What's going on?
Shut up and move!
Fuck you, man.
That's not very
I
helpful.
want to explore the city.
I would
Do you want to die?
Wait, we
Why
should
are we
go...
gonna die?
I literally just said that there's a dragon.
Oh.
Yeah. We should go try and find cover.
Let's go.
Stay out of the way.
Can I see what this creature is now as I move closer toward it?
Kelly's here.
Hello.
Welcome.
Jack.
Maybe.
Bye, Garrick.
He was fun.
What?
As you move closer, the figure steps out from behind the pile of rubble, and you see it is an elven figure, eyes flashing copper with that of a vampire. She stands there in black leathers, hair pulled up into a tight bun on the back of her head. She's like slightly crouched, looking around cautiously. Come on,
So I take it you spike up your sanity, huh?
Yeah, there are ways to feed.
I'm discovering that myself.
Come on, let's go.
Who are
She.
you?
What?
Now ask who she is, since none of us know who she is or have heard anything from her.
My name's Jumi. Now follow me. She turns around, ducks down low, and begins to walk back deeper into the building. Eventually, there is a small hole in the stone floor that looks like it's some massive force just cracked the ground, and now there's this massive hole. She kind of like drops down on her hands and knees, drops down on her to her hands, lets go. Seems like it's a few second fall. Those of you with dark vision can look down. You can see the floor right at the edge of your vision. It's probably, I don't know, like a 20-foot drop.
I'll drop down.
Likewise.
Orphan, roll a acrobatics check.
How fast do you move?
17.
25 feet.
Alright.
So if we're all like we're all running. Yeah, like we're following. Is she going at a pretty fast speed?
She's like moving quickly, but still stealth, so it's like standard
Okay.
movement speed.
Okay.
Moving quickly while crouched.
Okay. I don't think Raxus would really know how to be super stealthy as large as he is.
Yeah, he's just kind of like following suit. Like
So-
a big fucking hulking guy. Like,
So my thought is that Raxus probably also knows that Dimple is slower than all of us, and we're gonna move pretty slow. Or like if he's gonna be lagging behind us since we're all gonna go faster than him.
My stubby legs.
So Raxus is gonna go over to Dimple. Hey, you want some help? Yeah. And I'm
Okay.
gonna try and pick him up and carry him with me.
I don't
So
feel
I'll
safe,
follow
but
orders.
alright.
Have you established a safe word yet?
No.
Just
Now's
in
the
case.
time.
Might.
No's not a good safe word. Or it's a great safe word. I'm not really sure.
Garrick, are you alive? Are you here?
It's muted if he is.
He found a cord, but he's muted.
Did he find Discord?
Garrick. Oh,
I
Garrick.
thought you were doing chilies. Garrick, hey,
Shut up.
Garrick.
thought he was doing Baxter.
Is that him?
Yeah. What's up?
Huzzah. Hello, sir.
Pretty little.
All right, let's get your 3 questions out of the way. We got Garrick. I don't remember your last name. Did you have a last name?
I did not.
Shield bearer.
Shield bearer.
Is it really sugar?
I'm pretty. It was.
No,
it was,
I totally just made that up.
I'm pretty sure it was cheesy as fuck, but.
Thimble Baron.
Cheesy as fuck.
That's too close to Dimbo.
All right, Garrick. First question: who are you?
I'm Garrick. I'm the paladin / barbarian of the group who's I guess paladin, just the protector of the group.
All right. Yeah.
One might call him an Aegis.
What is your favorite color?
Let's see. I think it would have to be like light blue,
Light
like
blue.
a teal, like a light glowing blue.
Okay. Okay. Third question. Where do you want to go?
Garrick wants to travel to to different areas that have never been explored before, at least by like mortals.
At least 2.
Huh?
Did you say at least 2?
Yeah. So like Garrick wants to like travel to worlds to realms that no mortals have like gone to before, like all the unbeaten paths that no one has like gone before.
You want to be right there.
Like right up here is the dark spot.
Okay. Well, hey, you're blazing one new trail here.
I know. Right?
That's one
Speaking
check
of
mark
hell.
already. My fluff 2 is probably as shitty as the area is. It's still like you're being in a place no one's been forgotten.
Does it have good schools?
Very best.
Does have
I mean, if you don't mind being a vampire. Everybody seems so against it. I don't get it.
Seems like there's a lot of gang activity though. You know, with the roving hordes of feral vampires around.
Well, that's just the other
Not to
side
mention
of
the
it.
Creed cults.
Does it have an HOA?
Problematic.
The prophet, man. The prophet knows all.
Yeah, but they're really, really strict.
Oh my gosh.
No skeleton bones, no shadow dragon pooping on the lawn.
Well, if you
Can I
can't
pick
do
my
that,
own
then where
mailbox?
else are they gonna poop?
Listen, it's not my problem.
So some people
Just
say
make sure you
Fang
have
State
the
is the
back
school to
building.
go to, but I personally prefer Suck You.
Yeah. I've never thought about Sucky Sucky. I've never heard of it.
Are we still talking about sucky sucky?
No.
Sort of.
Hey, Fang is not a state.
It's a mind, state of mind.
I can't believe I yelled at a Kawhi
I mean,
Leonard.
Kent isn't a state either.
You mean Damian Lillard?
That's what I meant.
Yeah. Yeah, you yelled that at Damian
I've-
Lillard. And he's now making how much money?
More than I'll ever see in my life.
Yeah. Just that one Hulu commercial he does, he probably makes more than all of us combined.
It's true.
Hulu doesn't just have live sports, it's a lifestyle.
Hulu doesn't have live sports.
No, Hulu doesn't just have live sports.
Can we make that happen?
The Damian Lillard
Yes.
commercial?
Yeah. We found out in college I used to yell at Damian Lillard and tell him that Weber's not a state when he played Northern Arizona University, which is
Oh,
not a
what?
good college for sports.
You went to
I remember
you went
that.
to NAU?
Yeah.
In Flagstaff?
Yeah.
I
Big
was
Sky
there.
Conference.
Yeah, of course you were. We have the marching band chant.
Yeah, but I was there like in 2012.
Okay, you and I were there at the same time. It's Small World. I didn't know that. That's the year I wasn't a marching band.
Oh, okay. I was with a bunch of band geeks.
Did you know Karina?
Buzzbeat.
Busby now, yeah.
What was your
Oh
name?
yeah, it was Norris.
Back in the day,
Yeah.
back when we were kids.
Jeez. Anyway, Dungeons and Dragons.
Uh,
You're currently following
Warren.
this newly met vampire who appeared to your vampire compatriot and bid you follow her. And you all did. So right now, we're heading down into the depths.
I rolled a 17 insight check on her as we're following. Of like, are you leading us into a trap? Where the fuck are you taking us?
You get the same thing that I kind of told Orphan, just that you get a sense of urgency as she's leading you along.
I figured. Just pointing out, I did in fact do an insight check.
Well, so did Orphan. You drop down below into the depths of the City of Shadows. First down was Orphan, who succeeded on the acrobatics check. Fluff flew down, probably landed first, honestly, but takes no damage because she can fucking fly.
Well, her shoes can fly.
Yeah, well, by proxy.
Transitive property.
No.
Why can't I turn this?
I don't know what are you doing?
Turn that down.
Turn that down. How like that? How far down? That good? Right there? Okay, let me
it's
there.
much better.
Put it that way. There we go. What was I saying?
Transitive property.
No. Fluff flew down. Okay. Alright, who is jumping down next?
I'll go.
Mira.
Acrobatics or?
Acrobatics.
14.
Being the shortfall it is, you, it's not particularly pretty, but you do tumble as you land onto the ground, so avoid taking damage. Who's next? Wrangler. Wrangler takes out his weapon, wraps his boomerang cord around a rock, drops down, and whips it back. Drops down easily. Who's next after Wrangler? Raxus. Are you still carrying Dimble?
Uh-huh.
Okay. You need to roll athletics.
Oh, okay, cool. 24.
Very nice. Raxus just drops down and like lands on both feet and just fucking absorbs the blast.
3-point stance.
No, you don't even go down to 3-point
Oh,
stance.
damn.
Like your legs just
Okay.
fucking take it,
Alright.
and you drop down the Dimble on your back.
Fortunately, you tear your ACL after the season.
Theo does his shadow step and just kind of bursts shadow down below, appearing next to the strange vampire. She looks around at the group of you for a moment, kind of breathes a little bit, and then gestures down the dark passageway. And it's kind of like an underground highway sort of thing. And it's just this long stone tunnel. It's got kind of like little rivulets on either side of gently flowing water. It definitely has a fetid smell to it. The center area has risen a bit, so there's not a whole lot of moisture, but every now and then there's a little puddle. Some mushrooms are growing here and there. Moss. Doesn't smell the greatest, but it's bearable.
Like moss.
No. There's regular moss.
It's a reference to 5 hours ago.
Okay. She pops up on the center walkway, sort of deal, the little road, and begins walking away, gesturing for you all to follow behind.
If we're just walking now, I'll set Dimbo down.
Okay. And she, as you, after like 30, 60 seconds or so of walking, she will
Here you go.
whisper behind her and say, "It's probably safe to talk now. I imagine you have questions."
Where are you taking us?
To our base.
Who
Are we-
is
You could call us rebels, I guess. We don't want to join the Kreen Order, so we're holed up over on this half of the city. We've got a hideout. I'm taking you there.
Green? We heard about them from Zedfrey.
Zedfrey? You saw Zedfrey? She stops and turns. Where is he? What happened to him?
Fell.
He
fell? She turns back around and keeps walking.
What exactly does the Kreen Order do, and why are you rebelling against them?
She, kind of like clears her throat after a few seconds, says, see, you can survive down here. You just have to be able to feed on the demons that come through the tear. And, the demons that come through the tear are extremely powerful. They roam the city. They've caused a lot of the destruction that's happened here. So you have to have a pretty good sized team to take down these titans. The Kreen band together, and they decide who gets to feed and how much you get. They're a whole order. It's a little too fucked up for us, so we made our own little band.
What do you mean, the tear?
There's a tear over there. It's pieces of the discarded souls deemed not fit to pass on are discarded and sometimes appear through the portal. Strange, twisted demon creatures. They're just a reflection of the sin, if you will, that was deemed unworthy. Greed, gluttony, lying, deceit. All forms of evil come through that portal.
That's why we talked about seven.
Interesting.
So I take it that portal is considered an important place here within the city?
Definitely.
Has anybody gone near it recently?
No one would dare go near that fucking portal.
Oh,
Do you know where else
be
it
so
leads?
sure of that.
What's that?
Do you know where it leads? What it gives access to?
Yeah. Probably the River of Souls, I imagine. I would not recommend touching it. I assume you ran into the bridge troll.
That we did.
Yes.
Well, you
Tog,
know.
was it?
Tog, yeah. Yeah. Strange fellow. Dirty bastard. Well, I'm sure you'll learn that you touch that river, you die. The same would probably be true of that portal. Why are you all here anyway? We haven't had live people down here in millennia, and one of you is apparently a vampire. Like, what? is up with that? Who are you?
Insight her checkment about. Oh, insight check her statement about no live people being down there. And that's an 11.
You're just sensing genuine questions. Like, she is very confused and like is genuinely interested in why you're down here.
You act surprised to see a vampire when I see your eyes.
Well, a vampire with a group of living people is on sight. I'm sure you can grant me that.
You say we're the first living creatures to be here in millennia?
Well, there was another group.
So you've seen them?
We have. I have. Some of the others
How
have.
recently?
Did you help them too?
I did not. The Cream intercepted them before we could.
Son of a bitch.
They seemed to get along well enough and went off to the headquarters of the Cream. Not sure what happened past that.
We're here because they're here.
Well, I kind of put that together. So why are you here? What are they here for? Why are you after them?
They're here to corrupt this place.
What do you mean? How does this... It's pretty shitty as it is. I don't know how you corrupt it worse.
No details.
Ah. You're serious, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Incredibly.
We don't know a lot of how it works, but this city and this plane are connected to a place of power in our realm.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
go
I think
somewhere within the city, you can somehow tamper with a place of power, or a source of power, and somehow draw from it or corrupt it in some way or another. We're supposed to stop that.
I mean, the only place I could think, the best place to do that would be at the portal, obviously, but...
And if it gave
That's where
access
they
to
will
the
be.
River of Souls,
They would need... the Kreen have enough people. Jesus.
what would they need to do?
They would just need enough people to take out what surrounds the portal and then hold it for long enough, whatever these, whatever they're corrupting is.
To be honest, I'm not sure they need their help anyway.
You haven't seen the creatures here.
And you haven't seen them.
That's fair, I guess.
Let's just go with both of them are incredibly powerful. How about that? The demons and the group is here.
Yep.
So, I'll, take you back to base. Or, what are you gonna do?
Well, it sounds like we need to get to that portal.
It's pretty bloody dangerous.
You and your companions must be good at sneaking around if you've survived this long,
Yeah.
going against the cream.
Yeah, we've had to be really careful.
Would any
We've
of
lost
you,
people.
would any of you be able to help us try and gather some intel? Figure out what we're going into?
Zedfrey was the best. He used the best places. The demons didn't care much for him. Couldn't sense him or something. He's lost to the blackness now. I'm sure. Hell, I'd do it. I'd take you around the city. We do have a hunt coming up, but after the hunt, I'll take you out. Wherever you need to go. Scout whatever you need.
When you say you have a hunt coming up and we can go out after, what's the timeline on that?
I think we've got a little over 10 hours or so before the hunt. So you can spend that time at the base or do whatever you need. Welcome to come with us on the hunt, but it's always a chance for death.
How long ago did the other group arrive in the city?
Before you. Maybe 8 hours?
That matches up with what Banger told us.
Sorry, I cut out for a second. How long did you say?
8 hours.
And how long do you think it would take them and the Kreen to form a plan and make their way through whatever's around the portal?
That's hard to say. See, Kreen likes to talk, likes to play his little games.
I'm sure Zare's thrilled about that.
I wouldn't be surprised if he plans on betraying this Zare character in the end.
I'm not surprised if Zare anticipates it.
Well, evil begets evil. Either way,
It does.
I'm sure we've got a little time before they come up with a good plan. They'll need to coordinate the entire force. It's a lot of vampires. This hunt today is going to be important. What happens if they corrupt this place?
Honestly, don't know.
It's not entirely clear, but the places of power are basically where souls kind of get cleansed and energy is recycled back into the world.
You, never mind. We should just keep going. You got any more questions?
What were you about to ask?
We shouldn't. It's not. Well, we can
Now's
talk
the time to
about
talk about it.
it. You got a way out?
Do we have a way out?
Yeah. You have a way out.
Potentially.
If worse comes to worse, yes, we do.
Is it a way you can take others with you?
Why?
Well, my friends and I want to get out of here. And if you've got a way out, maybe if we help you, you can take us with you when you leave.
It's not up to me, I'm afraid. You'll have to talk with them.
It's unclear how many can travel in this way.
Wrangler kind of speaks up. Well, hypothetically, I mean, he like shakes his head and seems to be thinking for a second. Hypothetically, we could take as many people as we want. We just all have to be touched.
You're sure of that, Wrangler?
He like thinks about it for a couple more seconds and then like, yeah, pretty sure that's how it'll work. As long as we're all touching, when I activate the stone, it'll. I mean, it should take us all the way. Mind you, it'll put us down right there on the mountainside. Hopefully, I don't know how many people are coming, but hopefully there'll be enough room.
She said a gross thing. Well, quietly.
What?
Could you hear it on
Oh God.
Wow.
She said, I think, I'm not sure, but I think when you said everybody has to be touching very quietly, it's just the human centipede.
It was why did human centipede just come to mind?
That's just.
Matt and I were actually talking about this the other day.
Yeah, it's gross.
See, that's what I do. I make snarky and inappropriate and gross comments where only one person can hear them and appreciate what I have to say.
There's a microphone about a foot over my face.
It's like 3 feet.
I'm
I'm surprised that it picked that up when it can't like pick up what I say in my normal voice.
It doesn't pick up your whispers better. I don't know why.
It like that's literally just my normal speaking voice is inaudible.
Microphones are weird sometimes. Sometimes it doubles everybody, and sometimes it doesn't even pick up Matt. So it's just finicky.
It's not even just the microphone. That's when I'm talking to people. If I whisper, they can hear me. If I'm like full on shouting and yelling at the top of my lungs, they can hear me. But if I'm talking in my normal voice, people can't hear me.
Looks like a vibration thing.
I can hear you, just not with a lot of noise.
Yeah.
'Cause I always hate when there's a lot of noise and you're trying to tell me you need something, and I can't hear a goddamn thing.
Because I don't want to just go up and shout at you, because that's rude.
Sometimes when you
I
whisper
want him to come up
and you're
and shout at me.
moving, it's kind of like, it has this effect where it's like...
Yeah, but see,
and
you
then
also get
we're
that
going-
face anytime he starts to yell or shout
And then,
things.
whoa.
Whereas
like-
What does he say?
I just sound like I'm yelling and mad. Like, I'm not mad, I'm just trying to get you to hear me.
Alright. Wrangler says, yada yada. At that Jumi asked her question again. Would you take us?
I will reiterate that is not up to me.
Wrangler looks around at the group of you and just kind of shrugs his shoulders. It's, I mean, I'll do whatever you all want to do. I'm in this till the end. I do have preference on Raxus over there, but if you all want to rescue these vampires in exchange for their help down here,
Might be worth it.
I'll back you up.
What would Vampire
We need
think
all the
of you?
allies we can get.
What'd you say?
What would Vamprin think of you being on the other side?
Juni.
And I am
Glances
hardcore
over you
insight
and-
checking this.
Essentially, her reaction to you saying Vampirin is like in Harry Potter when they say Voldemort. Like, just winces
Or-
and then like looks away and then looks back at you.
Or when the Knights of Me hear it.
I don't imagine you'll be very happy.
I like this.
Bye, Chris.
Chris, no.
Oh,
Let's bring him back.
Oh God.
And do you
But
think
it
that
may have been long enough he'll forgive us. And
Badass!
what exactly needs to be forgiven?
Idos. He throws down failed experiments. All of us down here have failed him in some way.
Oh,
I won't
that
speak
must be
for-
my orphans here.
I won't speak for others, but a lot of times, and at this she kind of like grows a bit more stern. A lot of times, disobeying or disappointing Vamprin is not doing something real fucked up. You know anything about why he was locked up?
No, he failed to mention it.
Well,
Do you have any information you can relate?
none that I can speak aloud.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Well, you can speak aloud now while you're still on his bad side, because after you help us, and you will help us to restore or retain Vamprin's place of power, and he might actually accept you in the other world.
Does that
Sure
mean
as
you'll
hell
take
can't
us
be
with
saying
you?
it.
If we help?
If you give us enough reason to trust you, we might.
I cannot. I hold a lot of sway. I'm current faction leader. But if you can't give me more than a might, I'm not going to pledge everyone to your cause. We can survive down here. We've been doing it. You all have came along, and over time, we'll have another chance. We will help you, but we need your word. You'll take us with you when you leave.
We need reason to trust you for that.
Well,
For that,
we've
you
got
can start
time.
with telling us about Vamprin.
I can't tell you
I don't
about
know if they
Vampire.
have the actual ability to do that. That's the problem.
We will help you. We have time. I didn't want to bring this up now. That's why I wanted to wait. We have time. I will show you around the city. We can build a trust. But I won't pledge everyone until we have that guarantee. And if that won't come until you trust me, it'll wait.
Then it'll wait.
All right? Got a little Wrangler in all of my characters now.
I was gonna say, I can hear the Wrangler popping through and everybody.
It's hard to switch
I-
between him and other people.
no reason to believe that Zara's actually Wrangler, and he's just the big bad of it all.
Chris said he'll be back in a minute.
Guess restart his computer.
Just imagine Jambalaya. When you go to Wrangler, get that Louisiana in there.
Wrangler speaks up. So you mentioned the dragon. I'm curious. Wait, is that dragon like it works for the crane, or what is that? What's with that deal there?
So, about Dragon.
Jumi responds after a moment. Yeah. It's sort of a pet. More of just a creature that's been enslaved for so long. It's more animal than a sentient creature anymore.
One hell of a pet.
Slave's a better term.
He's killed a couple of ours. Well, one of them's still standing.
Yeah, I mean, it's powerful. I wouldn't want to go toe to toe with it.
I'll be right back.
I like that Raxus said that it killed 2 of ours, one of them still standing, and that one of them is him. Yeah.
It's Garrick.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah.
Big, strong guy.
Yeah.
But crystals.
Still fuck crystals.
I have 2 swords. He has 2 shields. You know.
Yeah. 2 people can't hit dragons.
Jared's
Got it.
in here. Usually you pay double for that kind of action.
Thank
But
you,
crystal
Freckles.
action.
We should have highlighted the when Todd went down on Orphan.
You should show me how to do that.
Make a highlight? Okay, I can do that after we're done. Or next week. Or something.
I'm not doing it at 4 in the morning.
Okay, so next week. when
Why
you come
don't I
over,
just come over another
Put that
day?
entire
I mean,
10-minute
yeah.
section
I'm
of
free most of-
sucky-suckies.
Actually, maybe Thursday.
Yeah, we gotta do another.
I feel like there's
Maybe
something in
there's-
the terms and
When do you
conditions
do that
that
by?
prevents that.
Do it.
The next day is
Suck you, fang steak, suck
What
you,
are you talking
fang
about?
steak.
5th day?
5th day.
That's
Oh, whenever.
You have to do that tomorrow?
Just whenever.
I think you have to do this month.
I mean, it's just a 30-day period.
Oh. Isn't it? Oh.
It's
Welcome back.
It's really hard to be in these.
Is Orphan- or, yeah, Orphan, are you back yet?
Because I want to make so many snarky remarks.
You there, Garrick?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Was that Orphan too? Orphan, you're alive?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm back now. Sorry.
Okay. But-do-be-do.
Oh, did the whole stream go down, or?
No, I stepped away.
Oh, because my internet crashed for a second as well.
Nah, it's just a you thing.
Alright.
Bad for you, good for us.
I don't remember what I was talking about.
We were talking about how the dragon killed a couple of ours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she wouldn't want to go toe to toe with it.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
One of us got better though.
Magical butt crystals and all.
After some time, maybe a good 30, 40 minutes or so, just going down the same thing for miles. She leads you to a iron ladder set in the side, leads up topside. Climb out of the hole, and right in front of you is a large, it almost looks like clay. It's just this smooth kind of Hershey's Kiss shaped dome, just kind of sitting in the road.
We're at the dome?
No.
Finally.
I've got the wand still.
She leads you around the side of it and touches a part of the dome, and a whole section of it just kind of fades away, shows a walkway that spirals down deep beneath. Set in the sides of the walkway, the stairs that spiral downwards, are little like windows that have like an iron grate crossing in front of them, and all of them are glowing with that green light that kind of emanates from the streets of the city. Jumi hops down, or begins to descend into the stairway, gesturing for everyone to follow. As you pass by the windows, you can see inside are forms in arms crossed on top of their chest, laying feet together, seemingly in either dead bodies or in a slumbering state. Jumi leads you down the spiraling stairway, deeper and deeper into the ground. Eventually, you reach the bottom, and Jumi opens a pair of steel doors. Inside is more glowing light, as you see an entire wall filled with these little glass windows, probably tens of thousands. Just this massive opening. You can see little platforms here and there kind of hovering as if they're used to go up and like examine each of these windows or go up to the windows for whatever purpose. Off to your left, you see a sort of common room area. It's like there's a mixture of different games. Currently, there's maybe 2 people sitting in there. One of them is a halfling and is sitting at a table and seems to be tinkering with some kind of contraption on the table. The other person is a human, and he's sitting on like a couch, just like sharpening a weapon. He's like this big, burly guy, stern face. There's quite a few scars. Both of them have the coppery eyes reflecting light. They both look up at Jumi. You see their nostrils flare wide as they inhale the scent of living beings. They expose their teeth, hiss. Jumi like throws her hands up, like makes a calm down gesture. They both stop hissing and just kind of sit there and stare, watching all of you. Well, this is the base. She points and there's like a hallway that continues down. So you came in and there's this giant wall ahead of you with all the glass slits where all the bodies are. Off to the left is a hallway. There's a big common room area, and then the hallway begins leading back to other rooms and other areas. The right, just dead ends. There's just a big open space where the light's just kind of reflecting off the nothingness. Jumi points back at the hallway. Do you all need rest? We have rooms, we have extra rooms. We can only run a limited crew at a time.
It's only been a couple hours since we rested, right?
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
We're probably okay for the time being.
Yeah, it's only been maybe a few hours at this point. So rest? Yeah, no?
No, I think we're okay.
Alright. Well, like I said, most of the crew is out right now. We've got... This is Zephyr, and she points to the halfling. And then that's Baxter over there, pointing to the human. That's sharpening his weapon.
Baxter?
Baxter.
You know, my mother's maiden name is Ling, so when I was a kid, I would always think halfling meant me, because I'm halfling. Because I'm Korean. My mother's maiden name. That's a lie. My mother's maiden name is Lee. I just thought it was a joke. I can make that joke. I'm Asian, right?
God damn it, Rob. So, yeah. Juvie looks at you. We have our hunts in 10 hours or so. Don't know what you all want to do until then, or while you're waiting for us. You're welcome to hang around here, or I've got a more private room if you'd rather get away from vampire folk. There is always the risk of, someone losing control.
Well aware of that fact.
Right, well, I'm gonna leave. If you want the private room, just head down the hallway. It's the third door on the right. I gotta go check in with some of our patrols. Good luck.
Very well.
Wonderful.
Dexter and Zephyr continue, neither of them have returned to doing the things they were doing when you entered, and they're just kind of sitting there, muscles tensed, just breathing intensely and watching you.
Let's maybe go.
I mind if we're private, you folks.
What was that, Fluff?
I just caution our new friends to mind themselves.
Yeah. I'd say we go to that room. I'm going to walk down the hallway.
Yeah.
Perhaps we can go and strategize a little bit.
Wrangler follows behind.
Raxus follows Wrangler.
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Can I look around the room and see if there's anything that just doesn't look right to me? Just kind of
You
kind
can
of feel
see
on edge
a
right
shrubbery.
What's okay. Are you so you're looking for like an ambush or
Yeah.
a
kind of like an ambush.
okay. Give me a perception check.
14.
14. So the some members of the group are starting to make their way back towards the hallway, and you just kind of stand there for a moment and look around the room, peeking in all the corners. Take a few steps this way, look up at the bodies. Yeah, that's about it.
Let's catch up with the rest of the group.
Fluff, did you go along with the rest of them, or are you staying behind with Dimple? What are you doing?
I'm gonna make sure nobody gets completely left behind, so I'll wait for Dimble to look around for what he's looking around for, but kind of be tapping my foot.
Yeah, it's like, this is hella awkward, I'm going with them. Walks off after the rest of the group.
What are you doing, Garrick?
Sounds totally like Dio.
Garrick is managed looking around the room trying to, I don't know, I'm watching everybody, like, to see what everyone else is doing and interacting with things.
Like the statue he is, Garrett stands there, shields raised, kind of watching everyone. Then eventually, Dimble and Fluff and Garrick move off towards the room in the back. Inside are some like wall pull-down cots. There's a big table with a bunch of chairs around it. There's like a little sink. No water or anything anywhere to be seen, but it's set up for human habitation. There's just no water or anything. No wood for the fire. Just a barren room.
Interesting.
Which one? Baron von Hammerschmidt or Baron?
Oh my.
Wrangler walks in, inspects the room, and then takes a seat at the table. Dio walks around and then puts his back to the fireplace, one leg up, kind of looking around.
Well, anyone have any thoughts on our current situation?
Well, I just don't like it.
Fair point.
We're probably gonna need all the allies we can get down here.
You think it's worth going along this hunt?
Depends on what they're hunting.
If they're hunting for food or energy, what they need to live, helping them with that could potentially help win them to our cause here. We have lots of gain from helping them, especially if Zare has found up them here.
It'll also be dangerous. If they're needing to hunt, that means there are a bunch of thirsty vampires walking by our sides.
There's always the option of talking to the Kreen ourselves.
Sure, them allied with Zare means that they're going to be willing to help us. I don't think that idea is a good
Just-
one.
I suppose it just depends on who has the better offer, right?
Well,
We
what
can
is
use
that?
my stone. We can use my stone to get a bunch of vampires out. Who's to say we don't offer the same thing to them in exchange for their help?
I mean, we've literally only heard one side of whatever story there is. We don't know. We know basically nothing about this. These Kreen, whatever they are.
And we don't know what's been told to them
I
either.
mean, I only took refuge with this vampire because a dragon was rather close.
Well, if Zare is successful in, I don't know, tapping the River of Souls, whatever it is he's planning on doing, the running theory is what? That that's going to draw from Vampirin's power? And if that's going to Zare, then he can potentially overpower Vampirin and let out whichever vampires he wants. So, I don't
So
know
we
that
need to-
letting vampires out of this realm is necessarily a strong pull compared to whatever Zare has to offer.
So we need info on whatever the Green are working, what their end game is here.
Yes.
What, you think we should try and parlay?
I don't think that's a good idea for you guys to go out there. No offense. They see live food.
You could
Take
go.
you super fast.
I mean,
I will go.
asking for a parlay assumes that we have something that the other side wants. We have no idea really what the other side wants.
I'm pretty sure a way out's a pretty strong factor.
Depending, if their numbers are as big as they are, they could just kill us all and take whatever we have.
That's true.
And we know that the people in this camp want out. We don't know what the Kreen want.
I have an idea. I will go talk with Jimmy, see if there is somebody maybe they have somebody on the side of the cream that I can talk to. Try and get some info on what they're going for here with the Sayer. If they're working the Sayer.
Do you think the more information we have, the better off we are?
I think the more information we have, the better idea of who is our ally and who is our enemy here. The less allies we can get with Sayer, the better.
If our only offer is letting vampires out into our world, is that something we're willing to offer? Personally, I want to know why Vampirin was locked away in the first place, and what going against his word has meant for these people.
I have a running theory about why they can't talk about it. But
Vampirin's already forsaken them in this place. What more is there he can do?
I have a feeling that he exhibits some form of mental what's the word? Control power over them.
If he had some sort of way to manipulate their behavior, how did they disobey him in the first place?
Yes, fails if I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud.
Can't even tell you how that happens.
But wait, he's not here for whatever reason.
Give it away.
I said Cayman can tell you why
During business hours only?
a vampire would get in trouble if he disobeyed his orders, or how it could happen.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go talk with the genie and see if I can learn any of the creed. I have a feeling that out of all of us, I'm probably the best equipped to explore out here anyway. A city full of vampires, you will all need these cards, unfortunately. I am going to turn to leave and go find you.
I wonder if they already have a specific target for their hunt. So if we are going to ally ourselves with this specific group of vampires, maybe it would be helpful to take down a target against the Kree. And I have a feeling that a large shadow dragon might be a good source of food.
Good source of death.
Would knock one target off of our list. One threat.
Though we are trying to outlive the Kree. Defeating their dragon to prove problematic her relations with them.
Like Jimmy said, we have time.
I'm willing to go discover right in. I will need to go out into the hall to go see if I can find her.
You wander out into the hallway and head back towards that common room area. The halfling and the human have resumed their activities. As they hear the door open and you come out into the hallway, though, whatever whispered conversation they were having, they stop. And go back to sharpening his weapon and fiddling his contraption as you walk out. There is no sign of Jumi.
I'll look around the room and then turn to them and say, "Where did Jimmy go?"
They both kind of ignore you for a second. They don't look over. And then the one named Baxter kind of grunts. She left. Just checking on the patrols.
Which direction?
I don't know. There's a bunch of different ones.
I'll go. There are stairs leading up, correct?
Yeah.
I will go up the stairs in that direction.
Alright. You begin to ascend the staircase and eventually get to the top and exit the sort of dome cover. Once you step outside, it's whatever it is, whatever mechanism or spell it is that hides the entrance clicks back on.
Oh, I didn't want to leave, but
Oh, where did you want to stop?
I just wanted to stop at the entrance.
Okay, you get to the entrance.
Is there anyone around the entrance?
No.
No.
However, the road does fork into 4 paths.
God damn it.
One going up, one's level.
I'll go back down
Alright.
to the room.
You descend back to the bottom of the stairs. The two vampires still avoiding looking at you. Continuing with their mundane activities.
I'll head back to our private room and wait for any sign of them coming back, I guess.
Orphan returns to the room.
Well,
She has gone to check on the patrols. And not knowing how to get back in here, I don't want to leave.
Seems like a.
Dio takes a few steps forward at this point. Dio takes a few steps forward at this point and speaks up a little bit. Look, if she's going to be gone for 10 hours, like, I want to go out and explore. I don't want to just sit in here for 10 hours. This is ridiculous. Alright, we got plenty of time. Why don't we go out and look for ourselves?
Well, we may need to ask around and find a different guide.
Potentially suicide for you. You know that, right?
I mean, so is this whole thing.
At the very least, having someone that knows their way around the city would be good.
Yeah, but who
Whether or
knows
not
how long
it's
it's going to
Jumi.
be until we can get her.
Whether or not it's Jumi, we should try and find somebody else if we're gonna go explore.
Preferably one that's not hungry.
True.
Why is your Dio
Zephyr?
voice the guy from the B-52s?
What?
What?
I don't know, man.
Everybody was wearing matching towels.
Young punk kid voice. I don't know. Yeah, Dio.
It's way too enthusiastic. Like, there's too much energy in that. It's gotta be like emo teenager.
I'm Dio. I'm emotional.
Little less.
A little less what?
Emotional.
Just in
Yeah.
general.
I'm
Just less.
You gotta go authentic with it. Just.
My
What the
oldest brother
fuck,
just
man?
died.
Let's just go do something.
You have to role play your best friend Luke just dying.
Don't you mean Zephyr?
Oh right, sorry. You have multiple best friends.
I think Zephyr was the
Zephyr was
best.
really the best.
That's true.
Oh,
Number one.
I mean, we don't know if Zephyr died.
True. It was off screen.
Actually, in fairness, I think you know he didn't die. Isn't he just following forever?
We literally
I
have
don't know
no
if I know
idea
that.
what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
I don't think any of us want to test.
Is it just like an infinite loop where you just keep going by the same exact platform every single time?
I volunteer orphan to Tripify. I'm not.
I volunteer an orphan for tribute. What?
Well,
I don't think you realize how hard it is not to roleplay as Luke and make snarky comments about orphan and stuff.
Raxus can make some snarky comments, it's just, not smart ones.
He's not dumb, but at the same time, he also is just not one to speak up, so...
Haha, your muscles are smaller than mine. Okay.
He's street smart, not book smart.
Right. Yeah, stabbing people smarts. Stab kidney, bad. Me no good, that. Aim for neck.
well, do we want to go try and explore, or do we want to stay here and wait for Zumi? Or Jumi?
I like that one better.
It's inevitable that I will fuck up DM names at some point.
Zumi's definitely better.
Yeah. And see, now I'm just picturing like a vampire cat getting the zoomies.
Yeah. That's what I pictured the moment you said Zimmy.
No.
Gemma had
When
the zoomies
she
when I
says
got
it, it's Jew me. When you say it, you're supposed to say, "Hey, Jew you."
I don't think you're supposed to say that to people.
Oh God.
Yeah, I like Zumi better.
That is a hard line to
I'm
talk
not
about.
explaining on it, but
I feel like that's one of those words that really it depends on your inflection. Because,
Yeah.
you know, if you say it nicely, like, hey, there's a Jew over there, versus, hey, there's a Jew over there. You know, there's a way different meaning.
They both sound bad.
Yeah?
Why is this happening right now?
It's like
We're talking about Jew.
Hey,
It's the term for a group of Jewish people, right? It's a bunch of Jews over there. Is that bad?
Would you shut up?
I don't think it's bad. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
At least you're not being
monetized.
like a stereotype.
No, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. No, it's bad.
I feel like it's the same
No.
word like Korean.
No,
Am I crazy? Alright,
No,
alright.
it's not.
I accept that I'm wrong.
that's not the same.
That's where you lose me. Is comparing it to Korean and
I don't know. I don't have a good example right now, to be honest.
Yeah, it just.
Judaism isn't a nationality.
But you can have a group of those who follow the Jewish faith. What do you call a group of people that follow the Jewish faith?
A group of
Jews.
A group of Jews. Yeah. It's inflection. If you say a group of Jews, that's bad.
What?
Don't say that. But a group of
It got
Jews-
here because he was trying to make a pun about Jew me and Jew you.
So,
Then we
what
In
said
fairness,
do
I didn't
that.
think of that type of Jew when I said it. I was going off the pun that it's just me. And that's it. That's all the thought process I put into it.
so a racist pun.
It wasn't racist. It was just as it could have been like boo me, and I would have went boo you. That's literally the pun. The Jew thing came up.
What is
because
Wrangler
she did.
doing?
I mean, I'm not racist.
I asked the question of, do we want to wait around for Jumi, or do we want to try and go explore? Does Wrangler or Dio have an opinion on that matter?
I mean, Dio wants to go
Dio's
explore.
already
He
voiced
brought it up.
that.
Yeah.
Dio's also an idiot, so.
I still think we're better off finding someone who knows the city. Whether it's Jumi or not, we should try and find someone if we're gonna go explore.
What about one of the two down there?
I don't trust either of them.
Yeah, I felt the regular coming through that too. I was really just trying to get into your voices here.
I feel like you just kind of copy whatever Matt's doing.
Might as well. I'm
Like,
supposed,
regardless of which voice it is.
I'm supposed to play Raxus, right? Which is just one of his characters. Next, I'm gonna start doing Haroon.
Yeah.
Well, do we want to go try and talk to... Is that for Baxter?
No.
Or see if they know anyone who would be willing to lead us around, if they know how long Jumi is going to be checking on the patrols.
We can try.
'Cause
Yeah.
it just seems like a really, really bad idea to go out there by ourselves.
Better than sitting around here.
I mean, maybe, it may be less boring than sitting around here, Dio, but
Those vampires could decide to try and kill us at any second.
And then you can kill them.
I'd rather be out there.
Were there even more vampires who were able to kill us?
So far, we
At
only
least
know
here
that
we have a
there's
specific
two here.
entrance.
Yeah, I mean, here we're trapped in here by who knows what. I mean, what's up with these bodies anyway?
Can I inspect one of the bodies just
Huh?
to see if it's alive?
There's a few of the, like, glass glowing window panes in here.
Can I just see if any of them are alive?
Sleeping vampires.
Yeah.
Investigation. Or medicine check. Mind you, this is just through without being able to touch it or test its vitals or anything, so it's just what you can see.
22.
Yeah. As far as you can tell, it's not breathing. You don't see its chest rise and fall. You don't see any sign of a pulse beneath what you can see of the skin. but at the same time, it's not rotting.
This is just putting me off more.
What do you think, Eric? We haven't heard from you in a while.
Scare it back. Did he leave?
He did.
He's been gone for a while.
Where did he go?
I thought he was just gonna be up. He was coming back.
I mean,
I thought that was Chris.
Is that coming? I think you're still muted if you're still there.
Orphan, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking we should go explore. And I think we should attempt to find guys. So I think Mira's plan asking them to start with us anyway. But I don't think they'll be too thrilled about it.
I hate that one. But at the same time, I'm already dead, so I don't care.
Don't forget our success helps you come back to life.
Yes, you're right, but
We're our complete and utter failure.
What would actually help him come back to life is for us to just get the fuck out right now.
yeah,
It's find that healer that they have.
If they have a healer.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're
you
all
have
vampires, so they
you-
regenerate.
You have to ask them if they have healers to find that out.
We have Orphan ask for us.
What? Why? Why would he care if Luke comes back?
It's not for him, it's for us.
He doesn't care.
That's true.
I think Orphan's plenty happy that Luke is dead.
Yay! Alright, so Garrett, what is the last bit you remember?
The last bit of just what was happening.
Yeah, I don't know when you left.
I had a dip right as Orphan stopped at the door.
Okay, so he didn't see anybody out there and didn't exit, so he went back down, regrouped. At that point, Dio kind of said, hey, I don't want to stay down here for 10 hours. Let's get out of here and go explore. The group had a discussion, and now it seems like things are leaning towards the go out and explore option. Where do you want to weigh in on this, Ed? How do you want to weigh in?
I think Garrett is just mainly want to stay back and not try. Like, it's not like trying not to make out, like, try to not make a group decision on these things and just wanting to, like, just wait for how people will react. Like, I know, like, there's a lot of decisions that need to be made and, like, what to explore. But I think Garrett is going to take a backseat to all of this, just wait and see what comes of it, and we'll chime in when it's appropriate.
Okay.
Well, why don't, for now, we go down the hall and talk to Zephyr and Baxter to see if and when Jumi is coming back. Why don't we start there? Because if she's gonna be 15 minutes, why not wait for her?
They don't know how long she's going to be. I've already asked.
Fair enough.
Well, then we can go see if one of them are willing to lead us around. Or at least show us how to get in and out of this area so you can go off on your own, Orphan.
That's fair.
They don't necessarily seem like the helpful type, but they certainly would know more about this place than we do. So
And if they're not the helpful type, maybe they know someone else who is.
Might as well go.
I'll get up and open the door.
I'll go with.
Alright.
But I'm
Mira and-
standing there waiting, holding the door open, like, come on, people, let's go. We're in this together.
Garrick gets up.
I'm ready, Alex.
Garrick goes up the door.
Orphan goes through. Garrett goes through.
I look at Ringler.
Ringler goes through.
I get up and follow.
Maxis goes through. Theo goes through. Dimble goes through.
Luke goes. Oh wait.
Wow.
Luke is already gone because by proxy.
Do you and the Tauntaun go through?
That leaves Fluff. Mira's
Yeah,
standing
we're
in the
going.
doorway.
Alright. I think you said that Fluff is going.
Alright.
Yes.
Alright. Everybody is through. You walk back out into the common room area. As you all exited, you heard whatever conversation they were having before. They quickly shush, go back to fiddling with their weapon and their gadgets. You walk back into the common room area, the whole group of you, and though they try to ignore you at first, being that it's the entire group of you, eventually they both kind of look over and wait.
We were wondering if the two of you might be able and willing to help us.
They look at each other. They look back at you. Dexter kind of grunts. Why? Why should we do that?
See, we were talking with Jumi on our way here.
Yeah.
We're here to try and stop the other people that came through from tampering with the tear or portal or whatever you want to call it. We're hoping to get your help.
Why should we care about that?
Well, we have the possibility of getting you out of this realm.
What? What do you... What?
But see, in order to do that, we need to be able to trust you.
Uh-huh.
So,
So we have to do whatever you want, and then you might let us go with you when you leave. Is that how I'm reading this?
not whatever we want, but you can start by showing us around,
What do you
helping
want to
us
see?
get some more information about the city, where the tear is, what the Kreen and Zer might be up to.
Green Zaire. I mean,
If you can help us with that, it's a big step in the right direction.
I mean, you must be all right if Junie was okay with you. Fucking Wrangler. You must be all right. How that? All right, I can do it. What questions do you have?
Well, can either of you show us around the city? Or do you know when Jumi might be back so she can take us?
Or at the very least, show me how to open the door so I can explore.
I can show you the spot, secret. That's no problem, I suppose. I mean, I don't know what you want to see in the city. There's not a whole lot. There's the portal, but it's pretty dangerous in that area. There's more and more demons as you get closer to the portal. It's dangerous.
My guess is that most of the city isn't particularly great if we were ushered here immediately upon entering.
If you think of the city in thirds, we kind of dominate coming in from the gate, the left third. The middle third is it's like a triangle, and it pretty much belongs to the demons that roam about there. Every now and then, some of them will wander into our area, or the final third is dominated by the Kreen order.
Yeah. Do you guys have like anyone on the inside of Crane or anything to kind of tip you off to what they're doing?
Well, funnily enough, we do, but I got no idea where he is. Pretty sure he got lost out on the road.
Don't tell me his name is Zedfrey.
Do you say that?
Yeah.
Does Rax say that?
Yeah.
He looks over towards you. You know him?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch!
Not anymore.
Depends. What happens when you fall over the edge?
Well, if you don't have any way of moving, you're just kind of stuck falling for all eternity. Is that what happened to Zedford? That's a shame.
Seems like it.
He was a runner, ran orders from the sort of Kreen outpost, the tower they have over on their portion. He'd run orders to their front lines who were out hunting. Since he was not really detectable or didn't draw the attention of the demons, he was able to take orders for them. And he would oftentimes give us a look. He was partial to us. He was a good man, I guess.
When we met him, he seemed very confused. Is he always like that, or?
He's been getting worse.
He was pretty out of sorts.
Is that some type of Garrett chimes up and asks, is it some type of affliction
I think
that has caused it? But
the Kreen were experimenting, trying to find out why he was untraceable, undetectable. Disassembling and playing around with them. I don't know. I think that's what's had effect to him.
Oh man.
Well,
Right.
that's a shame about Zedric.
yeah,
Find a way back in now. I guess I can go take a look around, see if I can find out anything about their city.
Will that suffice for you for now, Dio? Having Orphan go out and look for some information?
I want to go with him. There's just one of us, like.
Do you have any way to mask that human scent? Cover up a heartbeat?
You are fine to come with, but it's your funeral.
Cool.
I'm not going to let Dio go alone in this. So.
I thought you were specifically trying to avoid this. Having multiple people go.
If Dio dies out there and starts making it smell, is he a Dio order? Hey, now that we have a breaking the action, I looked it up on a lot of Jewish websites and on Wikipedia, and it's wonderful that the adjective and verb form of word Jew and the attributive verb form, the verb and the adjective and the attributive noun version of word Jew is negative, which I think most people would know, and I'm not going to give an example, but the unobjectionable version of the noun is widely considered to be not only okay, but a practice that carries risks of its own if you change it from the word Jew. So the sentence there, now several Jews on the council, is not objectionable. It's not pertaining to good or bad. And that's okay, because that's the name that they want to use for the group of Jewish people.
Jews.
It's just it's a term for a group of Jewish people. Like, what would you use for a term for a group of Asian people?
It's just polite. Because you're drawing attention to the fact that they're different.
I think it matters context. I think that's what a non-objectionable means in this context. Because there can be a group of Jews on a council of Jewish people. Anyway, I think that.
Yeah, thanks. That's great.
It's wise to have multiple of us out in the city.
Why do we have to come back to
So,
Dio
Dio
don't think
wants to go along the road.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I will turn to Zephyr or Baxter and ask, how long do you think it would take to do a quick round across to the Kreen side and back?
Why do you want to go over there? All you would risk is getting caught. I mean, you can go, we can take you to the tower, but I don't know why you won't see that.
We need information on what they're doing. Last we were told is that Zare, the person we're following, has made some sort of alliance or some sort of agreement with the Kreen, and they seem to be working together. We need to know what they're up to and how much progress they've made.
You gonna try and talk to him?
I'll look at Orphan. Leave that up to you. But if we can find out where they are, if they've gone to the tear or the portal, what they're doing, it'll give us a better idea of what we're actually headed into.
At the very least, if I'm the only one there, kill me outright. You won't really get much of a dealing with me.
I mean, the biggest problem is you know where we are. And you can try and extract that from you. And that's a big risk for us.
That's fair.
You know, he points towards all the bodies encased in the wall. You know, those, who they are.
No, who are they?
They don't have enough life source for us all to survive down here at the same time. So we take shifts. About 25 of us can stay conscious at a time. The rest of us get locked away until it's our turn.
How long are your shifts?
I think it's about 50 years or so. Pretty sure Drewey's up next to go down.
That's quite a shift.
Things are timeless as they are down here. It can go by quick sometimes.
So that's fair.
I have a question. What do you think of Vampirin Soul?
He twitches at the name, kind of involuntary. Scum, if I ever knew one.
What about the Kreen? What do they think of him?
I don't think they like him. I don't think it's in them to still worship him after what's happened. But
Interesting.
Kreen is a devious fellow. I don't know. He'd probably do anything to get out of here. He's a crazy madman.
What would happen if Crane weren't in the picture?
What if what?
What would happen if Crane weren't in the picture?
The whole order or just the leader, Kreen?
Well, for starters, let's say their leader.
Depends. Someone might step up and take over. Might descend into chaos. A lot of that would spill our way. There'd definitely be repercussions. So they lose order. Chaos as they all reassemble and tear each other to bits. Hard to say. We wouldn't. Well, now we still need to hide. It'd be better.
Would you be able to keep more of your people on shift?
We'd definitely be able to hunt more, yeah. So you all got a way out of here, huh?
In theory.
Potentially.
At this point, the halfling, Zephyr, kind of speaks up. How exactly are you planning on getting out of here, anyway? Just, curious.
That, I'm afraid, is not up to us to disclose.
And Wrangler, steps up beside you and, whispers in your ear, do you not want me to tell him?
That's up to you.
We have a shiny rock.
He looks towards the halfling. Well, I've got a stone. It'll take anyone touching me when I activate it back to the original location of the larger stone.
I want to insight check their reaction on
I
hearing
want to
this.
also throw out that it is attuned to him, and so only he can activate it.
Roll a deception check.
Can I assist on that?
How?
Oh! That is...
Not enough.
That is 23.
All right. He doesn't say. Wrangler doesn't say anything. He just goes along with it.
I got a 21 insight check for their
Okay.
reaction of, on hearing that Wrangler specifically has a crystal that can transport people.
I mean, they're on the edge of their seats. at
Does
this
it
point.
look like there's any, sort of devious or like malintent of like, hey, we could kill that guy and take the crystal and get ourselves out of here, kinda.
I mean, anybody would think about that, but it doesn't seem that they're like on the edge of doing that.
Okay.
That was kind
you
of
can-
why I
you
was
can-
saying that it's attuned to Wrangler and only you can use it.
You can see they're definitely interested. They are on the edge of their seats, and all kinds of thoughts are passing through their minds. They're just kind of in shock. The idea of escape so close to their fingertips. They can almost taste it.
I'm gonna pull Wrangler to the side, away from the two of them and from the group. Kind of whisper to him, I'm gonna be careful about letting people know about that. And it's a target.
Right. I just thought we were gonna make an alliance with them, so like, why don't we just tell them?
Even still, better you be safe than sorry.
Who did? I'll follow your lead.
I'll walk back over.
She just wake herself up from her own snore.
Probably she does it all the time.
I've seen May do that before.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You. Shut up. She's sleeping.
Sounds like we all had snoring. Oh, the CPAP.
Oh God.
Alright, so how long until Junie gets out with the patrols out there? She went to go check, right?
I'm not sure. I mean, checking patrols. She might just come in with the last one before the hunt, or she might just check in on them all real quick and come back. Couldn't say. It is a
There's trouble or something.
it is a critical time right now, so I wouldn't be surprised if she stays out the whole time.
Because of the hunts.
Yeah. Probably wants to make sure we don't have to worry about any of the Kree forces coming into our territory right before the hunt.
Do you already have something specific in mind that you're hunting?
Oh yeah. Now we've timed this out best we can. God damn it.
What
They
what's the target?
they have a big one over on their side. While they're all focused on taking down the demon, roaming into their territory, there's a smaller one that'll be right on the edge of their territory, the demon's territory, that is, and ours. We're gonna invade, take it out, drain it, get out of there. Hopefully, with it being smaller, our smaller force can take it out without too much trouble.
You need help?
I was just about to offer. Maybe we can help you take it out.
I mean, that'd be great.
Yeah. We have some allies here who are, I would say, well equipped to deal with that kind of foe. Actually.
I mean, more help's better.
Plus, all of them won't need to, you know, I won't. I'm perfectly fine for the moment. So. Spoils will go to you, of course.
That sounds even better.
The hunt is in several hours. It might be prudent that I can go see the Junie. Do you know where the last patrol was supposed to meet up?
What do you mean?
Like, is there a point where she would meet up with them?
She'd probably just follow their path. The last one that'll be out is the one on the edge of Crane territory. Depending on where they're at, we usually go down to the entrance and then follow the edge of their territory up. Otherwise, you have to pass through the demon-controlled area.
I see.
Would either one of you be willing to possibly go with Orphan and show him the way there?
So where the patrol is? Why?
Like we said before, we need eyes out there to see what they're doing. We only have so much info. The more info that we have, the better we know how we can plan to take out there.
How are you planning on getting this information? Are you gonna go talk to him?
No. I'm planning on sneaking around. As a vampire, they won't be particularly attuned to my scent, right? They'll be a scent that they're familiar with. So why would they give us a nose?
I mean, they still have eyes.
Well, sure. And even their sight can only get them so far in the city.
Can't the same be said for you? Except there's way more of them.
Also, they live here and you don't. You know that.
Dio takes a couple steps forward. Well, don't worry. I was gonna go with them to, keep him out of trouble. So, together we'd probably be fine. Right, Fluff?
I mean, I'm only going if you're going.
Want to punch you.
I would prefer if you are. I would prefer for us to stay here until at least Juni gets back. But
I mean, can we just go out for a little bit?
No.
Maybe just look in around this area.
I would rather have Orphan go out alone than with.
Look, if Orphan gets to go out, then I want to go
Damn,
out.
if Dimble is siding with everyone else and not Dio,
This is the one time I'm not.
Nobody can
You can't control me, man.
Somewhere on this.
I'm not
idiot
trying to
plane.
control you. I'm trying to make you see
Look,
that you're just
presentation.
going to the wrong way.
If Orphan gets to go out, then I should be able to go out.
no.
He gets to go out because it's safer for him than us.
Barely.
Really?
He's a
Barely?
fucking vampire.
Yeah.
You're a human. Or at least you have a heartbeat.
So for everybody hated Orphan, and now everybody's taking his side. Okay.
We're telling you to let him go out and risk his life, possibly on a suicide mission.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, the vampire dude, whatever your name is, he just said that if he gets caught, they might figure out where we're hidden when he gets captured.
Okay, so
That's
then
if he
we're
doesn't
all
go down
together
the fight.
and we could fight.
So we should all go.
No.
I will just say that on the event that I do get captured, it is in your interest to stay with the group here, because they can protect you better.
Plus,
Or
I feel like Orphan, you would rather die fighting than get captured.
Oh, trust me, I have no intention of saying anything to them.
So
Fine.
It's safer this way.
Fine, I'll stay here.
Promise.
Insight check.
I know you're fucking shadow
I
set.
want to do that too.
That's a 23.
That's a natural fucking one.
Deception.
Oh man.
Clearly lying, just written all over his face like a kid. Like you can clearly tell he is just both just lying out of his
Can we
ass right
just tie him down? I promise.
Reaction point?
Hey, Wrinkler, you still have that magical rope?
It's not a spell or anything?
Whoa, buddy. What you want to do in your own time is up to you.
We just want to tie
no.
deal up.
I don't
so
want
we
my
can't
rope involved
walk.
in any of that kind of thing.
Isn't that kid underage?
Hey, wait.
It's not even a leg. I didn't think you could tie
Is
him
Dio
up.
sitting down somewhere?
No.
He's standing up?
Yeah, he's standing over next to you guys.
He's pacing around in a small line,
Yeah.
as he has done for the past 17 years.
I can't stop. Just keep going and going and
You
going.
always have to undulate.
Just tie him to the chair or something.
Yeah, just make him immobile for however long it's gonna take Orphan to come back.
I will.
There's a moment in that conversation I was really sad for Orphan, like Zoidberg. It was like, oh, you guys are trusting Orphan now? And Orphan's like, oh yeah. And it's like, no, we don't care if he dies. And
Like, we're literally saying, Orphan, you can go off on a suicide mission.
right, it's so sad.
Like,
What, are you guys finally starting
So-
to trust him? No, we can die.
At this
I'm
point,
just saying my message.
Baxter walks over with a scroll with a rough outline sketch of the city. It's just a circle, and you can see the dividing lines where the demon-controlled area is and the Kreen-controlled area is. There's a bunch of circles, like blue circles on the map, and he points them out. Like, these are the different patrol points. He points out one particular one that goes down to the front entrance and then follows the border of the Demon Kreen borderline. It goes up about halfway and then shows a weird, like, jagged crisscross path through the demon-controlled territory and then back into their territory. And then it comes back to the base.
Is
Points.
this map something that he was like sketching out like while we were talking, or is this?
He just
Clearly-
he just grabbed it from like a stack, like a pile over on the side.
Okay.
So he just lays it out on the table in front of you and points out that last patrol and says that's the one that'll be coming in last.
That's the one that Genie would have gone to.
Yeah. So if you want to get to them, quickest way is probably to follow it backwards.
About how long would it take for me to copy this, or is this a copy of the map that we can just have?
I don't think.
I mean, you can make a quick copy of it if you want. It'll probably take you like 15 minutes. Just a
So
quick
say that-
sketch. It's nothing too fancy.
So how does that last path work again?
How does what?
The last patrol path?
So if you follow it backwards, you'll go through the rebels' controlled territory, and then you'll go to the demon controlled territory, and there's a weird, like, squiggly path you're gonna have to take that'll lead through the demon territory to the border of the Kreen territory. And then from there, it just follows the marked border on the map all the way back to the entrance. Sort of diagonal path.
How long does it normally take to get there?
I mean,
Going backwards to get
if
to
you
that
know
point?
where you're going, maybe an hour. Baxter kind of looks around, looks at Dio, and then looks at Orphan. Listen, I'll take you. But,
Sure.
Yeah, but I want it noted. We're helping you.
Consider it noted.
This one coming, and he points at Dio.
No.
Hell no.
No.
He's like, come on!
I will slap you silly, Dio.
Raxus stands up and gives him a glare. I want to do like an intimidation check at Dio.
Okay. Use
Mine's
his strength
a-
modifier.
20. I do have proficiency, so 27.
Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Alright, what was your dice?
19.
Fuck.
Oh wait, that would be a 27.
Dio takes a couple steps back, and though his eyes still dart to the exit, he stops talking.
Well,
You know, you're free to do what you would like, but it would seem advisable for the group to stay together.
Whatever.
I feel like that's the same logic that led to a vampire teammate.
That was the same logic that what?
Led to a vampire teammate.
What? What are you talking about?
You do what you want.
that is
Was it-
not true.
Baxter that said you'd go with Orphan?
Yep.
Okay, I'll turn and ask him. Is the path to get to that last point fairly hidden? Or do you have to make a strong effort to hide and stay out of the way?
If you follow the symbols, and since I'll be leading them, I know where they are at this point. I've done it enough times. It's easy to stay hidden. If you
Alright.
deviate from the path, at some points, even a little bit, it's certain death or discovery.
So keep to the path. Got it.
Don't worry, I'm gonna be leading you.
Can you describe to us these the symbols needed to follow in case we need to follow after you?
It's just a sort of symbol. It's a circle with 3 lines striped through it. Kind of like the borders of our city here. Just follow those marks.
Is it in any particular direction, and do like directions of the strikes through mean anything different, or
Just follow the middle one. Wherever it points, that's your best rough estimate of the direction of the next mark.
fair enough? Follow the middle.
Alright.
It's not really meant for outsiders to follow. You know.
Can I do an insight check on whether he's telling the truth about these symbols?
Roll it.
Insight is 16.
All you really get is a bit of a sense of regret or guilt that he may have told you too much. And that, yeah, you get the sense that he feels like he may have told you too much.
Well, if it makes him feel any better, I kind of have the same feeling about what we've told him, so.
All right. Well, whenever you're ready.
I'm ready now.
Before you leave, I may be able to help you a little bit, at least to get there. And I'll cast Enhanced Ability as a twin spell. And I want to say it's Cat's Grace for dexterity. So, you have advantage on dexterity checks.
Nice.
I will mark it in my book when sanity moves.
All right, you two. Stay safe out there.
I nod. Proceeding to move upstairs.
Let's get down to business. Just fly on the crew.
Alright, so Orphan and Dexter headed up the stairs, the long spiral staircase leading up. What's up?
What's Dio doing?
What's your passive perception?
Got a 5
I feel like there are a lot of eyes on Dio right now.
14.
14. Roll a perception check as you look around, just trying to locate where Dio is.
So he's not where he originally was. I got a natty 1.
After a moment, you get distracted and look at one of the like little glass crypts, whatever it's called, and you actually see the corpse or whatever inside twitch, and that kind of grabs your attention, and you're just lost in that for a moment.
Would someone like Fluff have noticed anything?
No, Fluff. I believe Fluff. Your passive perception is 18, right?
Yeah.
I mean, everyone should have at least known that he's not where he's supposed to be.
So as you all kind of gather together, and I assume are filing back to your private room, you notice Dio is no longer among them.
Cool, whatever.
Is Zephyr still out in the main room?
Well, I guess he's dead. Let's move on.
We're just letting him go?
He
And
made
putting
the
all
choice.
of them at risk?
I mean, that other guy did seem willing to take him. Maybe it'll be alright.
Guys, look at the body, it's moving.
Rex, what are you doing, bud?
There's a body and it's...
It's moving. Are you sober?
Well,
Out of my mother's face.
are you sober? I'm just high on life, man.
Fluff, hey, can I talk to you for a second? Y'all, go along. I'm just gonna talk to her real quick.
I'm still standing there watching the body.
Raxus, why don't you move along and go into the room? The body's not going anywhere, Mike.
Roll a persuasion check. I'm very distracted.
Natural one.
Yes! I'm standing there watching the body.
Alright. Turns to you're a lead wisdom foe. I'm a bit worried about my own mortality here. The way things are going. I think out of just about everybody, if things go sour, you got the best chance of getting out alive. At this point, he reaches into his belt pouch and pulls out a stone made of like a porous wash rock. It's got like a few runic symbols carved into the outside of it. I want you to take this. It's the ticket out of here. Anything touching you will go. At the top of that is an indentation. You just press it with your thumb. You say Abraxas, and it gets you out.
Did you say Raxus?
Abraxas.
Oh. Okay.
He says without turning.
Yeah.
I appreciate you trusting me with this.
Listen, you gotta promise me. You gotta promise me if things go south, you get Raxus out.
I have every intention on getting both you and Raxus out of here.
Well, we'll see.
It's like Dio, maybe not so much anymore.
Yeah, well, I think y'all should trust each other a little bit more. I know he's young, but he's damn more capable than I was at 16, I can tell you that.
I mean, if he's not willing to trust me enough to be there with him, I told him that I was willing to go out and accompany him if he so wanted. And he chose to, just dip. Close to the two-way street.
Sure, but he'd just been bullied by two other of the group mates. Didn't seem like many were on his side. Anyway.
Yeah, it's unfortunate when you're the only one sticking up for somebody and repeatedly that person betrayed that trust.
Well,
It's becoming a theme I'm all not too fond of.
Oh, that feels targeted at all.
You're not here.
That's true.
people don't do what you say, that means they're betraying you. I'm sure that's totally fair.
It's not that people aren't doing what I say. It's that I stick up for people. Well, I mean, this is not really a conversation that you and I should have, I don't think.
Yeah, probably not. There ain't nobody else to talk to around here. Everybody else is pretty tight-lipped.
I mean, I've tried to keep tight lips, but people here like to spill the beans all over the place, even after we've agreed not to.
Yeah, that one fella that left, he told us almost immediately what y'all were doing. I was... Anyway, yeah.
Keyman was quite a card.
Anyway, I'm gonna go back inside with the rest of them.
Again, I appreciate you trusting me with this. Everything in my power is towards getting everybody out. On my own life, I will not let Raxus go. I know that's all that you care about.
Thank you.
Praxis, would you go back in the damn room?
Okay, fine.
God damn it.
Fine, Dad. Wrangler.
That kid, I tell you, is almost as bad as Dio sometimes.
Love you too, buddy.
Shut up, Dad. I do what I want.
I ain't your dad.
How did it?
He'd definitely say Dad.
Wrangler, how did you and Raxus come to be such a bonded pair, if you will?
I'm really into bondage.
Speaking about Daddy.
Well, Raxus, he had a tough upbringing, and he left as soon as he could, young age, say like 14, I want to say. I ran into him and took him under my wing. Been together ever since, traveling around. That was a good
He's
10 years ago.
just a large child that you met, nothing more.
4 years ago. Nah, he's just shy. He usually leaves it talking to me.
I nod my head as I'm walking away.
I don't know. He hasn't ever really seemed all that shy to me, but I guess you'd know him better than I.
Yeah, he hides it between his muscular exterior. Not many are willing to tangle with that or look any farther than the massive muscles. Wish he'd wear a shirt every now and then.
Get down into the top boy underneath. Oh, I just replayed that in my head. That's not good. That's not a good way to phrase that. The tender-hearted boy underneath, not the soft boy.
Well, when has phrasing ever stopped you from anything?
I'm just so bad. This word's hard.
Yeah, I bet they are.
Words are hard, but the boy is soft.
I don't want to talk about soft boys anymore.
Really towing a line today.
I don't think we're towing the line.
We're like
Yeah.
a full 2
Y'all have to
steps
remember
away.
that we are live on the internet, okay, people?
Yeah.
I meant like
It's
a
been
tender,
some
like.
questionable
Oh,
commentary
that
today.
sounded now. I meant like a.
You're
you know,
making
not
it
love
worse
it.
now.
Hold on. I meant
Gentle?
like a nice guy underneath the muscles. Nice.
Doesn't matter what you meant.
I think it does.
No, it doesn't.
I've said exactly 0 things that I regret.
Like in your life.
On the stream tonight.
Orphan, as you follow Baxter up the stairs. In your mind, you hear a familiar voice, a vampire soul. Well, this is interesting.
How can I help you, sir?
I want you to talk to Cream. When you get to the border, head to their headquarters.
What do you want to say?
I have an offer for him. It may do you all good.
Sorry, can you say that again, Matt? I didn't.
I have an offer for him. It may do you all good.
I see. Very well.
You get to the top, and as you exit through the fake wall, standing on the other side is Dio, just kind of leaning up, his back against the wall, waiting for the two of you to come out. Hey, all right, you ready to go?
You fucking idiot.
What? Come on! Think I'm gonna sit this out? We gotta go check this place out, man. This is cool. This is huge! I've never seen anything like this.
Like Orphan is Dio's cool uncle.
This is way too heavy and energetic for Dio.
I am going to grab you. And
Whoa.
I am going to punch him in the face.
Okay. Roll attack.
What's his armor class?
I don't know.
What's the armor class of his face?
Let's see.
18.
For sure it's.
We shall see. No. Dio. Did you say 18?
Yeah.
That does hit.
He's a soft boy. I hate myself.
So you do.
1 plus strength 5.
What's your strength?
Six.
4?
Don't you technically have claws?
Yeah, but if he's punching.
All right. Boom.
This
5.
isn't a game, you fool. Your curiosity is endangering the two of us. You realize that.
How would Dio react? Just gonna punch him in the face. Like a vampire guy. Just wants to go explore the city a little bit.
The entire party has told him no. Don't do it.
And now they're doing physical violence against him. They fed recently enough. It's
I meant him.
oh, I think he's fed recently enough, so he's so good.
Oh yeah, I'm perfectly fine.
He looks at you a little hurt. And says, I thought you might understand. And then walks down the stairs, heading back inside.
So I turn back to is it, I forgot his name.
Baxter?
Baxter, I'm sorry. I wanted to say Braxton, but that's okay. I'll turn him and look at the sign and say, sorry about that. Let's
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah, let's go. That's weird. Alright, so
I'm a vampire living in a land made entirely of shadows, but you guys are bumming me out.
real friendly lot. We're gonna go ahead and leave off there then. We have the group of you hanging out in the vampire headquarters. Do you want to play out Dio returning before we end? Or should we wait until...
Or we can just have that be the first meeting next week.
Yeah,
I think you can do it.
I just want Jared to have at least a chance of doing something before
I'd say let him come back.
Okay.
Like,
So we'll finish. I'll get him all informed, or tell him to watch the stream or something, and then we'll deal with that when he comes back, if he decides to, or if he decides to just fuck it and go off by himself. We'll find out.
We'll have some issues.
All rolled out.
Cliffhangers.
We will be back next Tuesday at 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Understandable.